Success has never belonged to people who wait to feel good before they act. It has always belonged to people who move forward, even when they don't feel ready, even when they feel tired, bored, unmotivated, or emotionally drained. The biggest lie people believe is that they need motivation to begin. They don't. What they need is discipline. Because motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. Your mood is unstable by nature. It changes with sleep, stress, weather, people, and circumstances you cannot control. If you allow your mood to decide your actions, your life will never be consistent. Some days you will work, some days you won't. Some days you'll feel powerful, other days you'll disappear. And inconsistency destroys progress faster than failure ever could. Your plan exists for a reason. It was created by the version of you that was calm, focused, and clear about the future. That version of you understood what needed to be done to reach the goal. Your mood, on the other hand, only cares about how you feel right now. It wants comfort, relief, and ease. If you listen to it too often, your future will always be sacrificed for temporary comfort. Every successful person understands one hard truth: feelings are not instructions. Just because you feel tired doesn't mean you stop. Just because you feel unmotivated doesn't mean you quit. Just because you feel uncomfortable doesn't mean something is wrong. Growth is uncomfortable by nature. If it were easy, everyone would be successful. Most people start strong and stop early. They feel inspired for a few days, maybe a week, then their mood changes. They wait to feel like it again. That moment rarely comes. And slowly, their goals fade into regrets. Not because they weren't capable, but because they were inconsistent. Discipline is doing what needs to be done regardless of how you feel. It is not glamorous. It is not exciting. It is repetitive, boring, and sometimes painful. But discipline is honest. It delivers results. It rewards consistency. And it builds momentum that motivation never can. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. When you start moving, your energy changes. When you begin working, your focus sharpens. When you complete small tasks, confidence grows. Waiting to feel motivated keeps you stuck. Moving forward creates the feeling you were waiting for. Your plan protects your future from your emotions. It keeps you moving when your mind tries to slow you down. It gives you direction when you feel lost. It keeps you grounded when distractions pull you in every direction. Without a plan, emotions run the show. With a plan, purpose takes control. There will be days when everything inside you says stop. Days when your body feels heavy. Days when your mind feels foggy. Days when progress feels invisible. These are not signs to quit. These are signs that discipline is required. These days matter more than the easy ones. Easy days don't build strength. Hard days do. Easy days don't shape character. Difficult days do. Anyone can show up when life feels good. But showing up when life feels hard is what separates winners from everyone else. Comfort is seductive. It whispers that you deserve rest, that skipping today won't matter, that you can start again tomorrow. Comfort never tells you the truth about its cost. It never tells you about the regret it creates. It never tells you how heavy, what if, feels years later. Discipline, on the other hand, is honest. It tells you that today will be hard. It tells you that effort is required. But it also tells you that consistency will pay off. That the pain you feel now will protect you from regret later. Confidence is built through action, not positive thinking. You don't become confident by telling yourself you are strong. You become confident by doing hard things repeatedly and surviving them. Every time you follow your plan instead of your mood, you strengthen your identity. You prove to yourself that you can be trusted. Self-trust is powerful. When you trust yourself, hesitation disappears. When you trust yourself, excuses lose their grip. When you trust yourself, discipline becomes natural. And discipline turns average people into extraordinary ones. Most people confuse motivation with commitment. Motivation is emotional. Commitment is intentional. Motivation depends on how you feel. Commitment depends on what you decided. The people who win are not more motivated. They are more committed. Life will never slow down for you. It will continue to demand energy, attention, and effort. There will always be reasons to feel tired, distracted, or overwhelmed. If you wait for life to become easier before you act, you will wait forever. Plans create structure. Structure creates discipline. Discipline creates progress. Progress creates confidence. Confidence creates momentum. Momentum changes lives. But it all starts with following the plan when your mood says no. Your mood wants immediate comfort. Your plan wants long-term success. These two will always be in conflict. You cannot serve both. Every day, you choose which one controls you. That choice shapes your future. The strongest people are not the ones who feel strong all the time. They are the ones who act strong even when they feel weak. Strength is not a feeling. It is a decision to keep going. Habits are built by repetition, not intensity. One powerful day followed by 10 lazy days changes nothing. Small disciplined actions done daily change everything. That is why following your plan matters more than pushing hard once in a while. Your future self is watching you. Every decision you make today is either helping or hurting the person you will become. Every time you quit early, you teach yourself that quitting is acceptable. Every time you push through, you teach yourself that discomfort is temporary. Regret is not created by failure. Regret is created by inaction, by knowing what you should have done and choosing not to do it. Following your plan protects you from that regret. There is no perfect mood for discipline. There is no ideal emotional state for consistency. Waiting for the right feeling is procrastination disguised as patience. The right time is when the plan says it's time. You don't need to feel confident to act. Confidence comes after action. You don't need to feel strong to move forward. Strength is built through movement. You don't need to feel motivated to work. Motivation appears when work begins. Discipline removes emotion from decision-making. You don't debate, you don't negotiate, you execute. And execution creates results. Look at any successful life and you will find routines behind it. Not chaos, not emotion-based decisions, routines, systems. Plans followed daily even on bad days. Bad days are part of the process. Low energy days are part of the process. Self-doubt is part of the process. None of these are reasons to stop. They are reasons to rely on discipline instead of emotion. Your mood is temporary. Your plan is permanent. Your mood changes daily. Your plan represents your long-term vision. Always choose the long-term vision. The people who reach their goals are not immune to laziness or fear. They simply refuse to obey it. They feel the resistance and act anyway. That is their advantage. Following your plan builds momentum slowly, then suddenly. At first it feels like nothing is happening. Then one day everything changes. That is the power of consistency. Most people quit before momentum arrives. They never experience the compound effect of discipline. They never see what would have happened if they stayed committed just a little longer. Your life is the result of repeated actions, not intentions, not emotions, actions. If you want a different life, you must act differently regardless of how you feel. This is not about being harsh with yourself. It is about being honest. Honest about what is required. Honest about the cost of comfort. Honest about the price of success. You don't follow your plan because it is easy. You follow it because it works. You follow it because your future deserves consistency. You follow it because your goals demand effort. Every time you follow your plan on a hard day, you win a private victory. And private victories build unstoppable confidence. The strongest discipline is quiet. No announcements. No excuses. Just execution, day after day. When motivation fades, discipline remains. When emotions fluctuate, commitment stays solid. When moods lie, your plan tells the truth. Follow your plan when you're tired. Follow your plan when you're bored. Follow your plan when you're unmotivated. Because those are the moments that shape your future the most. Winners are not controlled by how they feel. They are guided by what they decided. Follow your plan, not your mood.